I got no ticket for the subway. I guess I have to take a walk if I wanna get home. It's hard to get a cab on Friday. So I was wondering if I could stay together with you tonight. It would be cool if I could share a little spot on your couch. Am I a fool if I think that you and I could feel okay with me calling it out? Oh baby, please let me stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. I just need time and it won't take too long. Could you see through me anyway? And you get why I wanna stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. We just need time and it won't take too long. Could you see through me anyway? We just need time. So baby, please let me stay. Your dog ate my shoelace. And don't you wanna watch Pretty Woman till the end? I owe some money to my roommate and I'm broke, so I was wondering if I could stay together with you tonight. It would be cool if I could share a little spot on your couch. Am I a fool if I think that you and I could feel okay with me calling it out? Oh baby, please let me stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. I just need time and it won't take too long. Could you see through me anyway? And you get why I wanna stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. We just need time and it won't take too long. Could you see through me anyway? We just need time. Oh baby, please let me stay. So baby, please let me stay.
Hey, what's up, people? Daniel Larson's live. We're just gonna get straight into it. We can do a recap of what the hell's been happening lately with Daniel Larson. If you don't know, he's out of jail, and yeah, he's been streaming. I guess a bit consistently for now until it ends, which it typically will end after a while. So let's see what he's into. What's up, Misha? Random Fish, Ash, what's going on?
Alright.
Welcome. Where is Larson? Thanks for hanging out with me, Random Fish. Daniel Larson needs an emergency hotel room due to thin pants. Wasn't this man going to the bank repeatedly? Highlight groceries, what's up? But now he's not okay? Weird.
This is gonna get wild fast.
Let me tell people I'm live.
This year is gonna get wild very, very quickly this April.
Why does he keep saying that?
Ooh. There's a nip in the air, and it feels like it's going straight through my pants and my jacket. And it's ice cold. Yeah, I have like literally like thin pants on.
All right, posted. Daniel Larson is live. So if you like Daniel Larson content, then you're in the right place.
They're super, super thin.
Then you're in the right place.
I would do running if everything was better. Like if my phone was at 100% charge, I wouldn't mind going on a jog.
What the hell?
But holy crap, it's old.
All right, so if you're new to this, Daniel Larson will do this. He'll come randomly on. American Girl, what's going on? Does he not have family that could help him? Long story. The only real person that's truly, genuinely wanting to help Daniel Larson is Bob. And if I show you the Spurgeon he's done lately with Bob, you're gonna be sad.
Also, anybody that wants pictures with me in public, I'm doing multiple pictures for $20 bills right now. So Bob has decided he doesn't want to be involved,
Of course,
and he is saying I'm moving on in life.
Yeah.
So that's his that's what he is saying.
Bob has done a lot for this man. Bob has spent thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars on Daniel Larson, taking his time out of his day to try and help Daniel Larson. And Daniel Larson has treated Bob like trash. If you don't know the history between Bob and Daniel Larson, I can point you to videos, articles. There's a whole section for Daniel Larson stuff. So the last time I'll show the community tab posts of Daniel Larson's newest account, because what he keeps doing is just making new accounts repeatedly over and over and over.
And he's saying that I'm moving on in life and I don't need him.
What's up, Mons?
Right, Bob is just not about the life.
So what mission is he on? He is trying to get a hotel room for tonight. So there's multiple ways Daniel Larson tries to get a hotel room. One of the ways is he does meetups where if you want to take a picture with him, it'll cost you a couple of bucks. Sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20. It really depends on how urgent he feels. A couple days ago, he did get kicked out of the homeless shelter for 45 days. So 10 days ago, March 18th, he got kicked out of the homeless shelter. This isn't the first, second, third, fourth shelter that he's been kicked out of. He's actually being repeatedly kicked out of homeless shelters. If you know anything about Daniel Larson, you know that he's highly manipulative, and he can and will manipulate other manipulators, especially when he is in a homeless shelter situation or a home for people that do have mental health issues. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say he's necessarily super smart. He's manipulative. You don't have to be smart to be manipulative, because that is a common misconception that people have. Only took him 3 days to get kicked
out of
out.
my housing savings, everything out of company to pay for debt. As like when Bob stopped messaging me and decided he wasn't going to help last night, I pulled everything out and I paid my debt. So I'm realistically back at zero.
Yeah, he's a sicko. Even the whole
I did
Grace
check my bank
thing
account
is
earlier
weird.
today, and it did say 45, but that's not enough for the not enough for the hotel at all. 45, and the hotel I'm going to need at least, for the hotel I'm going to need 200.
$200 for a hotel room? Where the hell is this man staying?
Unless I do a $80 hotel, $50 incidental, if I can find that, then we're talking like 130. So I would need, realistically, I would need 150.
To be honest with you, this man's probably been banned from half the hotels in and around Sunshine and Boulder, Colorado. Yes, you heard me right. Sunshine and Boulder, Colorado. This man has been banned at so many places. Even just a couple days ago, he had some ban-ins. He got banned from 2 restaurants on March 16th, even though he did offer to pay. He has been banned from other restaurants because he told them that Bob would pay, but I believe he was being trolled at the time and nobody paid, but they actually let him go. Cops have been involved numerous times. He's been refused at numerous restaurants. The latest incident that we know of that's been on video is March the 6th.
And I should, if that's the case, I should definitely try to make 200, just in case tomorrow's not as good market-wise. It's expensive.
Yeah, where's he gonna get banned from next? There must be probably a ban list going around Boulder area, Colorado, for all the shit that he's doing. I looked up the latest with his court stuff. I actually made a video, but my video stuff didn't get put out because I got too busy with the Brits. But let me check right now. Daniel Larson is supposed to be in court on the 4th.
I wouldn't be on the run.
Let me
I was
check
at the
his
courthouse,
docket.
so why would I be on the run? Also, to go along with that, it's not my fault, like I said, that the court told me misinformation about the court dates. Well, the court times or whatever.
That's
Because I was
bullshit.
there, and the courtroom was actually under, it said, trial for somebody else. So they were doing, I guess, some other big court thing in the same room that I was. And yeah.
Don't believe
Like,
Daniel Larson, people.
It wasn't for it. I got there before noon. And then I got lunch, and then I went back.
So what is he talking about? A couple of days ago, he was supposed to show up for court. He was late. I guess he did call the court, which is something you're supposed to do. People, if you ever have court for any reason and you're late, I know you're not supposed to be late, but sometimes life happens. It's called an act of God. The worst thing for you to do is not say anything, because then that gavel goes down and you get what's called a bench warrant. That is not good, because then you need a judge to unbench warrant that bench warrant. So the best thing for you to do is, if you're running late, you need to call the courthouse, speak to the judge's clerk or someone in a similar position, so that person can tell the judge your intent was to show up, but through an act or acts of God, you are running late, so that that judge does not give you a warrant for your arrest.
I was there a total of 2 times. When I posted it to social media, I posted it after. So I already took the pictures and had them on my phone before the fact. So before I even posted it.
Facts, Moto. It's listed. I even checked it out. It seems his times have changed. So only one is showing up right now, and it's for Boulder County on April 25th at 2 p.m. This is a review here in Courtroom T. I checked a couple days back. I think 3 days ago there were 2. Now there's 1. Is this stressful, him just rumbling around like that? You'll be surprised what goes through his head.
Okay.
Mostly Grace Vanderwall. Yeah. He has had many bench warrants for missing court. There's been a couple, even out of state. But the out of state ones aren't so serious that if they do hold him, they won't extradite for those. So he was in jail the last couple of times as a fugitive of justice because he keeps not showing up for his court cases. And I think, how many did he have? The F for fugitive of justice. So he got arrested on the 3rd. So that was the one that lasted about a month. And then he got arrested again just over a week ago on March 19th for the same thing. Fugitive of justice because he keeps not showing up for his court dates. And the reason, I don't even know the reason why he doesn't show up. People even tell him on his live streams, Daniel, you have a court date tomorrow. Or Daniel, in 2 days, you have a court date at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And he says, no, it's another Daniel Larson. I'm like, bro, how many Daniel Larsons do you know in and around Boulder, Colorado? Maybe there's a few, but even with the same name, you literally look at your case number. The case number is your case number. Go to court.
I'm trying to get a emergency hotel room for tonight because my clothes are not the right clothes for this type of cold nights on the streets. They're not the right clothes.
This man literally eats out at restaurants. This man eats better than I do. I get it. Sometimes you want to treat yourself, but have you seen the places he goes to eat? He's spending like 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 a day on food. Does that sound weird to you? Like, if you're homeless, would you be spending, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 at a pretty decent restaurant to eat every day? You wouldn't, right? Because that don't make no sense. You're homeless. Buy yourself some clothing. Maybe get a place, save up some money, and cook your own food.
So I'm either going to have to get new clothes tonight, which I don't have the money for right now, or I'm going to have to get an emergency hotel room, one or the other.
Yeah, this man...
Bob is out of the picture. I will not.
This man thought that there was a king of Texas. It was, right? Yeah, I remember because I made the video. He thought he's in university taking classes, and he learned one day, like a couple months ago, that there was like a king of Texas.
Not say that again. From now on, I will block everybody that even asks. It's going to be in the low 20s tonight.
I could have sworn on his community tab he said that he was putting money in the bank. So where's this money now?
This stream is over. Goodbye.
Did he really end it? He did end it. Okay. We're going to pick up from his earlier stream. So he ended it 14 minutes ago. People, we're going to go to the one right before this because I was actually going to make a video. Holy crap. There is a lot before this. Okay, this is good. This is good. So let's go backwards. So I'm going to go for the one 2 hours ago. Daniel Larson at the Castle Rock Incline. What the hell? No, wait. Daniel Larson on his way to get new pants. He started streaming again. All right, let's pick it up. He started streaming again 7 minutes ago. Let me 1.25x this.
So
I guess he's going to go to the mall. Wow, he's putting out a lot of stuff right now. All right, let's pick it up. Let me go to live chat.
out. So see, I'm gonna need people to join this live stream. Like and subscribe.
Right, Motel. So weird.
Okay.
Is Daniel destructive like that Polish guy Marty would show? You mean, what's his name again? Didn't that guy turn to Islam? I know who you're talking about. Oh boy, that guy is on another level. Yes, he is, Hilo Groceries. To answer your question, plain and simple, he is. In fact, he can be worse.
So I have enough money for an emergency pair of pants or a late night dinner. Even though I already got kind of a late night dinner, I guess I can turn that into a snack. If I can find somewhere that's like open till 10 p.m., I should be safe until like 10 or 11.
Not SMP. It's something like that. It's like 3 letters, starts with S, and then
Which
I think I'm
then
gonna
I won't have to
remember.
be out in the cold as long. So I have enough either for a pair of pants, no hotel as of right now. I have $30. Or, like I said, I can go to some type of restaurant that's open till like midnight.
SHP, yes.
And at
That's
least
the
I
one.
can be inside till midnight. That won't help after, though.
He's worried about losing viewers? Probably.
Also, I don't know if Grace and Tina are seeing this live stream, but I want to say thank you. And I'm excited for everything.
If you're new, Grace and Tina means Grace Vanderwall and Tina Vanderwall. They want nothing to do with this man. In fact, he was rubbing it out repeatedly to a Grace Vanderwall at the time that she was underage. This guy is a complete sicko. How old is Grace Vanderwall now? 20 years old, but he has had a crush and he has been thinking he is in a relationship, a close relationship with the Vanderwalls, and they want nothing to do with this man. I can't even say that they don't know who he is, because they do know who he is, only because he's a complete sicko, and Grace Vanderwall's mother has told this man repeatedly to stop trying to talk to, message, see, talk about her daughter. Complete sicko. Yeah, that's the same SHP that would get drunk and he was smashing his cars. Like that one video I saw, he was out somewhere and he was like smashing the side view mirrors of cars. And people are like, bro, if you're in the States, if you were in the States.
So, I guess is by tomorrow morning. Expect a full media storm.
He's 25.
Don't know how bad it's gonna be, but I guess expect a whole bunch of craziness going on.
Right, Motel? This
And
guy's
that's,
a
I guess, is
sicko.
going to start up the morning with craziness. Don't know how it's going to be as the afternoon goes on, but we'll see. Tonight looks like it's going to be a fairly peaceful night. That's great.
So is the King of Texas better or worse than the Queen of Canada? I don't know. I would say they're equal. I know you get a pull because you're a Queen of Canada, but King of Texas has a pretty nice ring to it. I do know he's gentle around cats. Like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I think SHP kind of plays for the camera. Other times I'm like, I'm kind of lost with that guy. So I have no idea. Sometimes he can be extremely brutally honest, too honest sometimes.
So, as of right now, I plan on making an emergency pit stop. And I have to get tomorrow's plans put together. There's a lot going on in a short period of time, which is great. But I'm a little concerned for next week, Monday. But if I can get my finances up, I won't be too concerned.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Blue Eyes, what's going on?
Talked to Tina, and I have her phone number. and it sounds like things are going to be moving forward,
The fake Tina,
which is good news.
not the real Tina
Grace
Vanderwall.
messaged me earlier saying love again, which is a good sign the way I look at it. I'm on my way back to Castle Pines right now.
What's he doing there? So he was at the Castle Rock Incline not that long ago. I think he just said he's going back to the Castle Rock Incline. If I'm getting this right. Thank you, American Girl. Appreciate you. We can talk about Daniel Larson all day. I actually was thinking of doing a month recap, but that video is going to probably be like 2 hours or something because there's so much that happened in March alone. Starting like the 1st of March, he got released out from jail.
I'm getting that stupid following threat again. Same thing I got last night.
I don't even know how he pulled that off. You don't know him? We'll get to know him, Blue Eyes. This is why I'm doing this on Unfiltered. This is going to be Daniel Larson and Queen Cobra content. On Philtrum regular, it's going to be like the Brits. And on my other channel, we'll keep up with Foodie Video over there.
That rear-ended that, what the heck? I think that's a red car that rear-ended the RTD bus last year. What the heck? Why are they following me?
For those who are new, he actually does get followed a lot. The last major incident, he got water put on him. How many days ago was that? Yes, it was the 17th of March. He got attacked by trolls during a fan meetup. He got kicked out of an IHOP and he got water poured on him. Like there's the video still out there of some person, a troll, acting as a fan, then immediately pouring water on him. This isn't the first, second, third, or fourth time he's had water poured on him. He actually gets into incidents.
They've been following me all day.
Repeatedly.
And the rear end of their vehicles all smashed in. Guy's wearing a CU University shirt.
In a sailor hat, you have. But don't get him mixed up with, there is World of T-shirts and then there's Daniel Larson. People get them mixed up because Daniel Larson has been in a sailor's hat before, but the person who likes to wear hats is World of T-shirts and he's in New York. But these two have actually met up before. So we're in an arc called the jail arc for Daniel Larson.
Through the roof.
Daniel Larson has had a lot of arcs in his life. I can name them off for you. So if we go backwards, present time is jail arc. Before that, it was reverse Mohawk arc. Then we had the college arc, the dog arc, the cameo arc, the travel arc, the headset arc, the homeless arc, the fog arc, my favorite. Then the classic era, and then the before era. So we've come a long way. Welcome, Ash.
I don't even know if that light was working.
I think Michael Quinn might be wanting Daniel Larson and World of T-shirts to collab again. You like the
Good
pink
thing
room
I need a
art?
car. Alrighty.
If you don't know what the pink room is a literally pink-colored room that Daniel Larson was living in back in the summer of 2021. A lot of people say that's when it all went downhill for him. During that literal 1.5 month period. What's his issue? I think what's his thing, right? He's schizoaffective, isn't he? I think that is an actual diagnosis, but let me make sure. He's also a PDF file.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Group chat. I just got spotted by 2 people. Huh. That's interesting. Just noticed something.
Have you noticed a lot of these guys are PDFs? Like Daniel Larson.
That's weird. Convoy.
Only World of T-shirts really doesn't have that on him. That I know of. But the World of T-shirts has done some really sicko stuff. Like I didn't really like the fish thing, what he did to that fish.
From earlier is being followed by a police deputy. Huh. 4 vehicles. Kind of weird. Doesn't make sense.
But that World of T-shirts freak out or epic.
Then why would they be following me around? I don't think they are, but maybe coincidence. This is crazy.
If you're just tuning in, smash that like button.
Oh yeah. The farmers are protesting. Right.
Daniel Larson is still in and around Boulder, Colorado.
I forgot about that.
He's looking for a hotel/motel tonight.
He'll be driving up and down the streets doing who knows what.
Trying to get new pants.
Adding to another level of concern, but if it's peaceful, I don't care. It's freedom of speech.
Is the PDF file? Yeah, he's the PDF file.
I don't know if these lights are working. Oh yeah, traffic is getting crazy. Nothing but college students and high school students learning to drive.
Oh yeah, it's just all college students on the road there. It's all about CU, right?
This is crazy.
He has this huge thing
For a small town, there is a lot of traffic.
about CU College. All right, maybe we should do a vote.
That guy's trying to get out of his car to come over here.
What's gonna happen tonight?
Yeah.
Will he get the hotel room? Will he sleep in a restaurant? Will he get kicked out of the restaurant? Or will he just get pants and go somewhere else? Who knows? Who is he preying on? His primary prey is actually of age now, and it's Grace Vanderwall. If you don't know who Grace Vanderwall is, I don't know. You should know who Grace Vanderwall is. She's pretty famous, right? But he keeps saying he's been in conversation with Grace Vanderwall and whatnot, and he's dating her. You know, she's 20 years old now. She's an American singer, songwriter, and actress. I mean, you've probably seen her on TV or something like that.
I mean, I can tell you what I ate and what we ate. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And
Exactly, Motel calling it.
no, I don't. Well, you find out what's very aesthetic. Is what I said. It's like, right. It's like that's what you
At any moment, he could freak out. The last official freak out for Daniel Larson was a couple days ago. I think people are saying the meltdown was 5 days ago on the 23rd of March. He did it on TikTok Live.
Well, with all this walking now, I'm getting hungry. That's fucking swell.
As Motel says, yeah, he has been sexual to his viewers recently, especially the minors. He has a
kind of
TikTok.
good news and kind of bad news. The marketing side of it is great. I'm getting sales, I'm getting money, that's great. But way too much walking. I'm surprised for everybody that wanted me to come down to Castle Rock. For the fans, they aren't seeming to really care that I'm here now.
Somebody's seriously telling him to go to Olive Garden. Isn't he like banned from any Olive Garden, or do you think he's just banned from the one that he caused that incident a couple months ago? I should have really
1, 2,
looked
3,
more into
4,
that.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you don't know the Olive Garden incident,
What the actual F? And that was on live stream. What the heck? Oh boy. Help him with what?
I mean, in his chat,
Oh my god.
he ended it, but he had about just under 200 people. Just beware that typically he can get thousands of people watching, especially on TikTok, once people know his new accounts. Because what's been happening is that when I really started getting into this, and this was just in December, he had the Daniel Larson work TikTok and YouTube. Then he had Daniel Larson work 2024, and his phone got stolen, he said. So now he has Daniel Larson free 2024 with the TikTok. So constantly changing YouTube channels and TikToks. And one of the reasons he states is that, oh, he forgot what the password is. Okay, then what the hell? Then he says he has like hundreds of dollars in his last TikTok that he can't claim because he can't remember the password. I'm like, bro, if you have $600 in a TikTok, you remember that password. So not a lot of people know about this one. I think let me check how new Daniel Larson Free 2024 is. Because it's really new. Like when I say really new, I mean like seriously, it's new.
Breakfast burritos, $2.99. Damn, that's a good price for a breakfast burrito.
So he made this when he came out of jail on the 1st of March. So not a lot of people knew about this new account. Thus, other than that, he'd be getting hundreds, if not thousands, of people tuning in.
Served until 11 a.m. Fuck.
Yeah, but the time before, yes, you're right, Motel. You're really up on your stuff. You know what's going on.
Dominoes.
This video is here on YouTube.
How much they're going for tonight?
I haven't checked his TikTok in the last few hours, but he could have possibly posted on there as well. Yeah, it can take a lot if you tune into all the Daniel Larson bullshit, because he spurges like bad. Like a couple of days ago, there was about 100 to 200
Well,
posts, something like that. And to keep up
shit
with
just
that,
hit
it's
the
a lot.
fan. Looks like it's cold. It's getting there. Walking does help, but once it gets to be once that sun goes down, it's gonna get cold. Like, it's gonna feel ice cold. I'm working on the comments.
You don't do TikTok? I do TikTok now because that's where I get my info
I got
from my other
everything
channel.
handled.
Let me see if he's live again. Nope, not
For
again.
some crazy reason, Olivia Vanderwall, Grace's sister, asked me for sex about a couple months ago.
What?
Asked if Grace and I can do a threesome. So Tina said that I have to make that public if I want Tina's approval, because they're both her daughters. But apparently there was a war going on with both of them.
What?
They're both of age, so I mean technically it doesn't matter. They can do what they want to do.
Yeah, I had to check. So Olivia Vanderwall is 23 years old. I just checked.
Okay.
You're liking these way better than Chantel and ALR? Yeah. Speaking of Chantel, I'm not even sure if she's banned for a week or she just is border hopping. I have no
Business
idea.
time. About 3. No, I'm about 2 blocks away from the shopping center. I'm gonna see if I can charge my phone a little bit. I've been live for 20 minutes. If I can get my phone charged to 100, I will go live again later.
He's really working hard for the money, isn't he?
Oh, believe it or not, I'm down near the cheap hotels. So if I wanted to do a hotel, this is probably the time. Crap. Yeah, Days Inn, Comfort Inn, La Quinta.
Okay.
Homewood Suites. Oh yeah, I'm down in all the cheap hotels. Quality Inn.
Don't give yourself away now.
24-hour diner. Oh no. There. No, they closed tonight. Huh. seem to be down near all the cheap part of town. Boy, does it look. It's pretty decent, actually. A couple of these hotels actually seem pretty decent.
Yeah, and a couple of them he's banned from.
Indoor swimming pool. Too bad I don't have swim trunks. That could be a pretty good live stream. Swimming.
Okay, Mr. President.
I know where I'm gonna go. I can. Well, fuck. Now that I leaked. I'm an idiot. I just leaked my entire location.
You did.
And I just leaked the hotel.
Yes, Mr. President.
Which I guess is no big deal, but I'll be back.
Maybe I should start reading out Mr. President's political beliefs. Okay. Yeah, right. Swimming, but he won't even shower. He is very adverse to showering. All right, let me see what's up with him. Before that live stream, which ended 9 hours ago, and we had one that we looked at 43 minutes ago ended. Let's take a look at this one from 2 hours ago. And if he is not back by then, I'm going to take a look at his good morning stream. So let's go. Mr. President. We're also going to talk about his political views because Daniel Larson, Mr. President, is actually running for president. Did you guys know that? Well, if you're a Larson fan, yeah, of course you're going to know that. If you're a Larsonian, I wouldn't really say fan. I would say more like, if you're a Larsonian, you know Mr. President's running.
Alrighty.
So Daniel Larson's political policies will be securing our borders from attacks. Make trolling illegal. Very important. Bringing the U.S. population together.
Alrighty, so.
And of course, his favorite is to lower the age of consent. Yes, I'm actually not kidding about this one. Daniel Larson has had an extensive history regarding being a PDF file and has PDF tendencies. And he literally wants to lower the age of consent if he was ever president. I'm not even kidding about this.
On my way to the ATM to see if I got any new income coming through. I posted my Venmo for everybody that is wondering about my Venmo. I posted the Venmo. Also, at this time, I don't have any updates.
Of course he is. Wonder where he's going. I have no idea, American Girl, why. It's weird. But I was completely disgusted because upon doing some research, the whole Grace Vanderwall thing, it's like this guy's a sicko.
So, my financial update for March 2024 is that I spend about $20 to $30 a day on water and drinks alone.
Mm-hmm.
I spend about $100, $200 on a hotel room per day, 7 days a week. And I am lucky if I save, $20 a day.
This is what I don't get. He spends how much on a hotel 7 days a week?
And I am lucky if I save
Okay, let me go back a little bit.
that. I spend about $20 to $30 a day on water and drinks alone. I spend about $200 on a hotel room per day.
1 to 200 per day. That's a shit ton of money for spending $100 to $200 a day on a hotel room 7 days a week.
And I am lucky if I save. I'm lucky if I save $20 a day. I got my phone bill. I got my phone bill. I got new shoes, new pants. I got my bus pass. I still have to renew it for April, but I got my March bus pass.
Okay.
So now I have to get the April one. And my bank account is fluctuating about every hour. So I never know what my bank account is going to be anymore.
Well, luckily we can situate him where he is, American Girl. He can't leave the state of Colorado because of his ongoing court cases, which are multiple.
Because it changes so frequently, which I guess is a good thing. Last time I was at the bank, my bank statements were still backed up on holds from January, which I thought was kind of shocking, but I spent so much money with my debit card and all sorts of stuff way back in January.
He works. When he says work, he means making music, fan meetups where you can pay for photos, or you give him some donos either in cash if you see him around Boulder, Colorado area, or people will literally send him money. Yes, people actually do that. Send him money.
That like my bank account is still like taking money on things that I spent. So that's just to name a few. So that's the progress that I have been making. At this time, I don't have anything saved towards the apartment because I just had to pull out all of my money to pay off debt. I had to call the bank and do that because Bob was saying that he's going to leave my life. He wants nothing to do with it anymore.
Bob's done.
I think my life and my career is way too much for him, and he doesn't understand it. It creates conflict and it creates arguments. He says I don't thank him for everything that he's doing, which really isn't true. I thanked him a lot. So I don't really know why he's saying I don't.
He has also told Bob that to F word off. He's also talked about unaliven Bob, and not in those nice words, but in harsher terms. He's talked about the B word, the explosive kind with Bob. How long ago was that, the B word, the explosive kind? Not that long. I think it was like maybe 2 months. He's constantly back and forth with Bob, harassing Bob, talking shit about Bob, and then calling Bob in any type of perceived emergency. Who's Bob? Oh, Bob is one of the characters in the Larson verse. How do I explain Bob? Give me a second. Let me get together. So Bob is Bob Proctor, and he's a very important figure in Daniel Larson's life since his childhood, right? So how do I put this?
Thank him. Yeah, so my plan for the next couple days financially is I gotta pay off my court fees. I have to get ready to go back to probation next week. I have a meeting with the case managers I cannot miss because that will be with housing. And this is like the 4th time I've rescheduled it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of conflicting information with the Vanderwalls. So because of that, I literally don't know what's going on anymore with that. Other than that the engagement, I guess, is still moving forward with me and Grace. But then to go along with it, I'm getting weird messages and stuff to go along with that from Jacob, which doesn't make sense at all because Tina is saying different. So I guess that is what it is.
It's trolls.
My plan for tonight is to get the hotel for tonight. If I find out that the regular paychecks are real and I am getting them to my bank account or some type of payments.
Yeah, Bob has given Daniel Larson tens of thousands of dollars at this point in time. But I believe Bob really isn't around that much because, one, money issues. I think Bob's running low on funds, and the antics can be too much. Like, it's a lot of bullshit. Whenever Daniel Larson like spurges out, Bob most likely, gets talked about. And sometimes in real nasty, vile ways. Where if I was in Bob's position, hell no. Especially since it's speculated that Bob is in extremely poor health due to cancer. This is alleged. I'm not really, I don't think it's confirmed though, but a lot of play on the whole Bob and cancer thing has been happening.
I'm going to have to figure out what that is tomorrow, but I am planning on getting the hotel room
Here, random
for since I literally walked all this distance. I haven't been in any vehicles, nothing, and I don't want to right now. So I've done everything online.
Hopefully you guys are getting used to this angle. This is the typical Daniel Larson angle that he uses, which is, us from below. He is Mons, very messed up. I would say he is on the level of like Sarax. Some people say maybe Daniel Larson's worse. Other people are like, no, Sarax is worse.
I'll be back on here in a little bit. I am be right back.
All right, if he's not back, he's probably at the mall getting pants. But if he's not back, here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go to the early morning stream. Oh no, he's back. My bank account just crashed big, he says. All right, he started streaming 3 minutes ago. Let me put this to live chat. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let's go.
Wrong direction. Alright, don't know this down that well. Nope, it is back down. Crap. Jeez.
So the title of this stream is called My Bank Account Just Crashed Big. What does that even mean?
You know what? I'm down at the McDonald's area trying to do a I'm doing a fan meetup down at the McDonald's off of Park Street and whatever this road is. There's a change in plans.
So where's this McDonald's?
And that person was about to run red light. Keep your eye on the road. Keep your eye on the road.
All right, so we got a fan meetup he's trying to get himself some cash for tonight. So this is one of his angles.
Alrighty.
One of the many things he'll do.
So I'm gonna see how much this hotel is. These 3 hotels are for the night. I guess kind of go from there, but
Exactly, motel.
I'm not gonna keep going around in circles all night long at this point. Little growth is better than no growth, and I'm surprised nobody is helping and my family is being a doofus. But I guess a little growth is better than none, especially in the entertainment industry. Oh, great. That one is being remodeled.
I guess
The
he's
cheapest one is being remodeled.
near where like the cheap hotels are, then cheap motels, I should say, rather.
In other words, out of service. That's well. Bob threw me back into homelessness. I was almost out of homelessness.
How the hell did Bob
When
do
Bob
that?
decided he was going to cut ties or want to cut ties, it just fucked me up again. I keep going in that cycle every single time. I end up getting $1,000 in bank account while I'm saving,
Uh-huh.
and then it's just the same old cycle. And then Bob goes, I'm not going to do a hotel room tonight. Wake up in the morning on the street and my bank account says negative 300 or something. So I end up pulling out of my apartment savings, whatever. And then I'm right back down to where I was.
How was that Bob's fault?
And it's manipulating my finances. And I know he doesn't mean to do it. I don't even think he realizes that's what's going on. But there's no way I can make a living if that's happening. If I had an apartment for an entire month, that wouldn't matter. I crashed the first week and then I make enough for the apartment. That simple. But
How does he have 2 pennies to rub together? Fan meetups, donations, either IRL or through his different I think he has CASHAPP is what he uses mostly.
yeah, these $300, $400
Plus, he actually does make a decent money on TikTok. Like Daniel Larson can make some months hundreds of dollars on TikTok, and he's not even trying. He just comes on and spurges out. Other times he could make like 1 or 2K a month on TikTok.
market crashes and my bank account are just demolishing everything. Being self-employed, I get stranded everywhere.
He can go to a shelter for free, but which shelters are going to take him? The last shelter he got kicked out of because of the bullshit. And then the one before that, remember somebody was going to go buy the shelter, another shelter, and then I think they kicked him out of that one as well. Like, how many shelters has Daniel Larson literally been kicked out of? He gets kicked out of like so many places. Restaurants, hotels, shelters, boarding houses. Okay, stream ended. Let me check if he is back. Because if he's back, we're gonna continue because he's probably gonna come back at any moment now. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a look at the good morning stream. Once we're going through that, if he's back, I'll go to current. That's another thing in the Larson verse. Is this current? Well, that was pretty current. Now let's take a look at what happened 11 hours ago. And we'll go to current if he does come back. He belongs in one place, jail. I don't know how he gets away with doing what he's doing, being a fugitive of justice, and then he gets out of jail. I don't get this. This guy must be lucky. The types of shit he does, I'd be in jail times 20. Like the dining and dashing, eating food and doesn't have the money to pay for the cops show up and they let him leave. Like the amounts of bullshit that happens. The spurging out at multiple places, he doesn't get arrested.
I should not have walked 50 miles last night. I literally walked all night long. Yeah, 50 miles.
Don't believe everything or anything that Daniel Larson says, by the way. He says he walked that long. That's bullshit. I don't think he did. Definitely didn't. 50? Do you know how long that is? There's no way.
That's gonna
If you walked 50 miles, I don't even think that's possible. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Because 50 miles is like, how long? That's like, yeah, that's way too long for a human being to do that in a couple hours. You got to be going at a good pace. That's 80 kilometers. That is a shit ton a distance. Because typically a regular person, how much can a regular person do a kilometer or a mile for? Let me look that up. And then times that by 50, there's no way.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Hopefully I got some good pictures and some good videos here today. And my plan will work perfectly.
All right, the average person can walk a mile in 15 to 22 minutes. So let's even split that in half. Like, let's take the average of 15 to 22 minutes. So that's like 18 and a half minutes per mile. So 18.5 times 50. There's no way. Yeah, there is no way. Yeah. And people don't understand that 4 miles per hour, that is like a pretty fast paced. Like people might stay in a car and then the car will roll. People don't understand that 4 miles per hour is actually pretty fast, because what's the fastest can a human being run? I believe, I don't want to get this right. I did look this up before, but a lot of people think human beings can run like super fast. But they say that Usain Bolt can reach nearly 28 miles per hour. That's the fastest man alive. 4 miles per hour is actually pretty brisk walking. You're walking pretty fast.
Grace and I we are back in contact, trying to sort things out. Ooh. My goal for today is to see how viral I can go in one day.
Exactly, Blue Eyes.
That's my goal.
Does he walk from one metropolis to the next over 50 miles? No, he typically is in Boulder, Colorado area. He might go adjacent and then cause some shit to like the little smaller towns next door. But he is trying to get back to Denver, Colorado. But his whole thing is Boulder, and Boulder isn't even that far away. Like if you have a car and you have a ride, you could get from Boulder to Denver no problem.
Whew.
I'll agree with you, Uncle Teddy. Uncle Teddy is saying my takeaway from today is that he has been using the bus and restaurants to stay out of the cold. Yes. Kind of like the airport incident where he was loitering. And he said he was trying to use the bank. If you really read between the lines, he was trying to sleep at the airport. And a lot of people are like, well, man, I kind of feel sorry for Daniel Larson. Remember, like this guy doesn't have his priorities right. He'll spend monies on food that'll cost him a shit ton of money rather than saving. And then he's out of money, and then he has to sleep at places he shouldn't be sleeping because he does make a fair bit of income. I'll say this though, some of you might not like it. His songs aren't that whack. Like it's actually decent. Does anybody agree with me that knows the songs that Daniel Larson has put out? Yeah, he has no issues manipulating Bob and bleeding the guy out of money at any interval. You don't agree?
Hey, Dad.
Are you serious? Why, American Girl? Like, I'm not even trying to give Daniel Larson any pats on the back, but I have to call it like it is. And it's not, his songs aren't whack. They're not. I thought I was gonna have a laugh, but I'm like, damn, who is this? And it was Daniel Larson singing. I'm like, wow.
Okay. I see you in the chat. I'm kind of on like a 3-day trip. I looked at my calendar and I had like 3 days of free time without like court, without anything going on. And so I decided I was gonna go to Colorado Springs. So last night I walked about halfway. And I met up with some of my fans.
Do I really want to believe that? I gotta check. Let me check the tapes. Did he do a fan meetup?
And supporters, and it was great. I'm saving up for the house that I want to get. I have decided I'm no longer doing an apartment. I'm going to be doing a house instead.
All right, Motel here has a point. Listen to live footage of him singing and you'll change your mind. Okay, maybe it's the guy in the booth mixing and everything. Okay, I think you might be right. Uncle Teddy says, has there been an update on his mental evaluation? I don't think he set up his probation the day after court like he was ordered to. I don't think he did. I think he left because he had court in what was it, Sunshine, Colorado, and then he had in, wasn't it after that? Where did he have to go? Because I did have this. I think it's on my my other computer. Because if you didn't know, I was out of country for a while, and yeah, I don't think he set anything up.
And I'm gonna upgrade to a mansion. Because I'm a celebrity, I feel like I deserve it. Also, for everybody wondering about Sweet Tea, that's a fake name. That's a made-up name. It's not real.
Yeah, Blue Eyes. Someone did. Bob Proctor did. Also, if you're new, this is a common thing that Darren Larson does. He'll walk and talk. He'll also walk and spurge. Then he'll do meetups if he's low on cash.
Whew.
Where did I go? I went to the Caribbean, American Girl. I don't know. Maybe you should do a reverse mohawk like you did a couple months back.
Okay.
So he was in Golden, Colorado days ago for court. He had to go to court again because of the Olive Garden incident.
I am not quite sure how Grace is doing. She hasn't really talked much this morning to me.
Blue Eyes, some people thought he'd be in jail a lot longer when he got arrested in February. He wasn't. Then when he got rearrested again, people are like, yes, at least he's gonna be in jail because this is his second time in under 2 months. Nope. Got released 3 days later.
I did hear your advice, Dad.
That's what I'm saying, Ash. Like, I'm just gonna literally call it as I see it. Like, the music, whoever edited his voice and did the mixing for his songs is actually a pretty good producer because it's not bad. I thought it was gonna laugh a little bit at Daniel Larson's songs, but I was like, okay, it's not bad.
I'm still enrolled in UCLA, from my understanding. I just can't do the classes right now because it's too much with probation, and I need the housing first to make it easier.
Right, Motel. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he's running so good. Like the amount of like threats that he's made, talking about the FBI and stuff like that. Like easily anybody would get arrested for talking the type of stuff he's been talking.
I don't think there is a mall. I'm nowhere near a mall. But whatever.
All right, just checked. He's not live again. Maybe he's charging his phone. Maybe he's done for tonight. You never know with him. He's been quite active tonight. Active yesterday.
Okay.
It would be another Davy Vanity. What's that guy from the
The light
UK?
rail doesn't go.
What's that guy from the UK that used to be around those children for the charity? What was his name again? And then now he's just like a stain on the British people. I forgot what his name is. Somebody tells me, I'll remember.
I'm going.
Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile. Thank you, Ash. We also can put Huckle in there as well. Richard Huckle.
Jeez. It's a little bit cold today. It's not freezing.
Uncle Teddy says, you want to hear my completely crazy theory? They're letting Daniel keep up with his shenanigans while they build cases against the people telling him to do all the things. Yeah, there's a lot of people with, some varied history that's behind Daniel Larson. And we can't even get into all of that. Like the one guy, I shouldn't even say one guy, but there are many people with their own histories that are telling Daniel what to do. A lot of them will say that they're management in quotation marks.
But it's like, it's cold enough that you notice it. Let's see if we can get this live stream with more likes. It really helps the algorithm.
Well, I think Flexburger is still active, right? Roach Records is no longer active. There's like Jared, Bianca, Ox, like there's Samantha, so much people. KOK Records, little Sid, Warren, Clark. Yeah, Clark. I think Clark ended service like the first of March, didn't he? and put him onto new management. And then there's now Dylan Clark. Now Dylan Clark has his own history, because some people might remember Dylan Clark was a person that back in 2014, so what, like 10 years ago, was calling in some claims of how do I put this, school shootings. Oh boy, hopefully I can still remain green talking about all of this. Up Ziggy, who's this guy? If I can put it in one sentence, he's a PDF file.
I stayed in a hotel last night.
So the latest manager or management is Dylan Clark, and Dylan started the 3rd of March as management. Now before that, Clark had a really good run, and in the middle of that, LBI Entertainment was had an okay run as well. Then there's Warren. Warren is still active, so pretty much it's Flexburger that's active, Platinum Elite Records. Clark is no longer active. LBI Entertainment, kinda, sorta, and now there's Dylan Clark.
Whew.
Yeah, Diddy is screwed. Diddy is definitely going to go to jail.
I am not quite sure what I'm getting for breakfast right now. I don't really have the funds for it.
Has he been jailed? Yes, he has. We are actually in an arc that's called the jail arc, because he has been jailed twice recently.
My goal is getting fan pictures with fans and supporters for I was gonna do $20 bills, so $20 a photo. Well, $20 for multiple photos, and that can pay for the hotel rooms and food, and then the rest of that goes towards music and housing. But the main priorities, I guess, are going to have to come first, and that is the one thing that makes my situation kind of messed up right now. I mean, if it was nice enough weather outside, I wouldn't mind being on the street for a night. But
I like that, man.
was a little bit too cold still. I don't know why the FBI is threatening me. We know what you did.
Yeah, honestly, in the early days, Daniel Larson would get a lot of help by a lot of people, but a lot of people, except for Bob, well, now recently Bob, I would say, kind of has given up on him. But years ago, Daniel Larson, a lot of people would reach out to Daniel Larson to try and help him. But if you've heard interviews from people who have been around Daniel Larson for a while, where Daniel Larson has stayed with one specific individual, I was hearing the interviewer how super manipulative Daniel Larson is and what he tries to, do to other people.
No, you don't. You don't know what I did because I haven't done anything. Bob is correct. I'm innocent.
All right, there is a new video, Emergency with Bob.
in the past.
I just refreshed. It's called Emergency with Bob. We're gonna go to current. Mr. President is live. So we are gonna go to current and see what's up with him and what he is saying. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do this. Now I gotta go back to live chat. Okay, let's see. Emergency with Bob. Let's go.
Okay. This is getting scary. What Bob is doing. This is getting terrifying. What Bob is doing is not right. I call him. So this time I called him and asked him for help because I'm stranded.
He's
out of
homeless,
money,
Iggy.
and he's not helping the way that he should. So I was trying to explain to him exactly what I need help with, and he is lost his mind. So I try to explain to Bob what I need help with directly, and he refuses. And he says I could go ahead and miss court. So that was his response. He says he knows I'm innocent with the case, but he says that he's out of money, and by me pleading guilty to the wrong case has destroyed him. And then he said, even though I apologized for the threats that I made, he thinks it's better if we just end the relationship with him. If I end the relationship with him. So I told him that I don't think that is where I told him that that's not the right decision. We need to communicate like regular human beings. And he refused.
Just wants money. Any single time he's in any type of trouble, he can curse Bob out, he can attack Bob, he can do whatever he wants to do to Bob, but as soon as he's in trouble, he goes back to Bob wanting money.
He refuses to communicate like a regular human being, and all that does is that escalates everything.
Marie,
and that's
you'd be surprised how many types of these individuals are on the internet, even on TikTok. Like every day, I keep hearing about this, I keep hearing about that.
Where my grandmother ended up, of course, warning me growing up about him being selfish. Because when all he cares about is himself, then it doesn't matter about my feelings, it doesn't matter about how I feel, even if I try to express myself to Bob.
Is Bobby's boyfriend? No, Bob is a man that knew him as a child when he was growing up. And Bob has tried to help him multiple instances, multiple times. Bob has spent a lot of his own money trying to get Daniel Larson out of all types of trouble. And lately, Bob is giving up because Bob has his own health issues, specifically the cancer. Is he gay?
It doesn't matter.
He's a PDF file.
And so Bob told me that I could like literally just be stranded. He's gonna do nothing to help.
I can't even really answer if Daniel Larson is gay. A lot of people do say that he could be. I honestly
and
I don't know.
said like to him that like I'm trying to get a motel room. I'm doing everything you ask. Like, what more do you want from me? And he said, what more do I want from you? Absolutely nothing. You've done nothing for me.
What is he talking
And then
about?
he goes right back down that path, which I've already covered in previous live streams on different channels.
Yeah, Jupiter the hybrid is back in a very big way. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but I could tell right away, like Linda Binda is not a woman. And it still puzzles me. How the hell can Jupiter not see that's a man in a dress and a wig?
That I've had in the past.
Where the hell is Random Fish? Random Fish said that they're leaving, right? But I still don't get it. How can you not know?
But I will say it again. He has this thing where it's like I do nothing for him. Like he gets gifts for me, but I've never gotten gifts for him. That is not true. I've gotten gifts for Bob. I've tried to take him to movies. I've tried to give him gift cards, and he refuses to. That's not my fault. That's his fault for refusing my gifts.
Right? But what I don't get it though. How the hell can Jupiter not know? Like, I will never get that. I'm stuck.
And then he wants to go off about the threats that I made against him. And I say, like, look, the person that was on social media impersonating you, I got mixed up thinking it was actually you. And by you just not talking to me, not answering my questions and getting angry when I ask, is not helpful. And then he said, well, you are a fucking idiot. You should already know that without me even asking. That's like literally where my friendship, I should say, with Bob has gotten. It's nothing. It's literally absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because Bobby's sick and tired of your ass.
It's crazy. Bob calls and then asks, like, literally, like, if he can't get a hold of me, like, is Daniel okay? But then yet, when I try to actually make sure things are okay, he just doesn't care. That's gaslighting, and I don't approve of it. It's going in circles over and over and over and over and over again with this guy. And then he's complaining about, like, my relationship with Grace, and if I'm in contact with LBI Entertainment and Tina, like, why don't they help with the hotel room? I've been trying to get a hold of them all night long, and apparently they're dealing with some situation and unavailable, like always.
Remember, LBI Entertainment was a manager, possibly still active, but as per many sources, LBI Entertainment probably is currently inactive as one of the managers of Daniel Larson.
And I'm not trying to involve them in this situation with Bob, but, like, it seems to be coincidence. Whenever something goes wrong with Bob, I can never get a hold of anybody else, and it turns into a crisis. I'm angry at this point, and
Isn't this the same guy who, like, bought jeans and shoes
Yeah, no, Bob is extremely abusive towards me. And that abusiveness has now turned into me sending bomb threats against him. And apparently the FBI is involved.
That don't even make no sense. Okay, so you were alleging Bob's abusive, but you're the one sending the B word threats against him.
He says that no charges were pressed and he's not going to press any as long as I listen to him and do what he says. Why the fuck should I at this point? He's abusive.
Bob needs to peace out from this entire situation. Throw it all in the trash.
If I listen to him, it's only going to end up getting me in more trouble.
Wait a second. We need to go to Corinth. Something's happening. Let's go Corinth.
Bob is beyond my help.
The chat is saying run. Something's happening.
Try to
Let me 1.25 exit.
calm him down and say, like, look, can we do this tonight? I can talk to you about this. Blah, 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 whatever it is, that we're talking about. We can talk about it when you have time. That doesn't seem to work anymore with him. Let alone, he doesn't even want to talk. So it's kind of like I've lost him. I've lost him in his own little world.
All over the place, Ziggy. There's so much. I think you're right, Uncle Teddy. Danielle is Bob's cancer in many ways.
And part of the reason why I get so angry with Bob is I literally don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, I think I just got spotted. And yes, I did. Yep, I just got spotted.
Whoa.
"24/7, day and night. No freedom anymore."
What does he expect? He expects when it's convenient for him, the fans should do meetups and help him out and give him money and pay $20 for a photo or a handshake. When it's inconvenient and they spot him, now they're pests, right?
This is baloney.
So which one is it? Either you're gonna do fan meetups and
Might have
get
to take a step back from the
10,
spotlight.
15, $20 a pop, or you don't want to see or meet anybody. You can't have it both ways whenever he's in the mood and versus not in the mood. Yeah, complete parasite, Ziggy.
So
He does have fans, yes. He does fan meetups. But it's more like troll than fans.
let that car go. Just super, super sad and ridiculous. And Bob doesn't even another thing is he doesn't even tell me his main concern. And I think dating all the way back to when I first got popular, he always seemed to have this thing against my popularity in public. As soon as I started getting noticed in public, he
was being
can't
trolled.
handle it.
He gets trolled a lot.
Well, let's see.
Is he homeless?
I think it's worth
Yes.
considering that Bob tried to help. No, definitely. Like, and that's what he doesn't understand either. Is like, I appreciate his help. I thank him for his help. I've said multiple times on the media that before, where I thank him, and like I said, he means the entire world to me. And at this point, I don't know what I can do. I literally don't. And then my legal cases are going on, and that seems to only piss him off more.
Must have been released from jail with no fixed address. Yeah, pretty much, Ziggy.
Because he was a witness. He's like a witness, but he doesn't want to go to my court cases as a witness. Grace doesn't want to either. And so what that's doing, if you think about it, it's like it's framing me. Because everybody is saying I'm innocent. But then if I'm innocent, show up to court. Don't make me go by myself and then I just say, okay, I don't have the evidence. It's fucked.
Okay, it's a fake grace for the whole court thing because the Olive Garden incident is before the court. So if you don't know about the Olive Garden incident, Google it. Maybe we'll talk about it one day. But it's one of Daniel Larson's most infamous meltdowns. Like, he is prone to meltdowns. And he's saying Grace Vanderwaal is a witness to it all, right? So if you don't know what happened on December the 10th, 2023, aka the Olive Garden incident, allegedly, supposedly, Grace Vanderwaal was involved.
And then Bob, and then he complains, like, hey, I give you $3,000 a month. You should thank me for it. I do thank him for it. Like, I appreciate that.
If you're getting $2,000 to $3,000 a month from somebody, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna say something vulgar, but never mind. $2,000 to $3,000.
I don't know why.
The man isn't giving you $200 to $300, and even if he was giving you $200 to $300, that's still a lot of money. $2,000 to $3,000 every month. Of course, this man's going broke.
He doesn't give it to me all at once at the beginning of the month, and then say, hey, look, $3,000, go get yourself an apartment.
Yeah, and just squandered it.
If he did that, my life would change. He doesn't do that. He would rather give me, like, the issue I have, which upsets me the most with Bob at this time, is he complains how I don't thank him and I don't appreciate the $3,000 or $4,000 he's given me per month. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Where I have the issue is like how it's like literally it's $1. No, it's like $50 to $100 a day.
Uh-huh.
And it's spread out over the course of the month. Sometimes it's $200, sometimes it's $300 a day. But once again, it's spread out over the entire month, not all at once.
If somebody's giving me $2,000 to $3,000 a month, I'd treat them well. I wouldn't be mean. I wouldn't expect them to do everything for me.
And I go through it. $100, I mean, for survival, doesn't go a long way.
Eating at a pretty nice restaurant, I wouldn't say is doing that for survival. You could literally get bread, get some eggs, make yourself, maybe get some meat. It might not be the best, but you can survive on some meat. He has this lavish lifestyle is what he does.
At all. And that's just the reality of it. And that's why I'm upset at Bob.
Bob won't give you more money. Okay, yeah, that's it. Poor Bob has his own problems and gonna deal with this jackass.
Three fans in the white car just staring at me. I don't know what they're doing. Two females just ran to the car and they started looking. I don't know what they're doing, but they're following me. They're just laughing trolls. That's all they are. I think they're just jealous of my popularity. But yeah, they're in white.
Why does every lolcow say that? They're just jealous of my popularity. Like Crystal says it, Foodie Beauty says it, Cyrax says it. Shit, even Jupiter says it.
SUV following me. This is backfiring on Bob right now as well. Zero security. The situation is fucked.
Yeah, Cobra says it. Queen Cobra says it as well. Like, okay.
Guys, stop spamming the comments. Stop spamming the comments. Stop spamming the comments. I'm blocking people in the comments. I will continue to block people in the comments if they're not following the rules. No spamming.
He says that people do it more. Don't feed the trolls, Mr. President.
No spamming the comments.
If he says that, the trolls are just gonna do it more. They should just...
Guys, I'm fine. Stop spamming the comments.
Okay, so here we go.
It's
gonna be
continue
comment
to block
spamming.
people. Stop spamming the comments. At this point, I'm going to start blocking anybody, no matter who they are or who is in here. I will literally just start blocking anybody.
Here we go. If he truly needs the money, he should like just go to a McDonald's or something like he was at, or go to the mall and just do a fan meetup. He could easily make $100 to $200 that way. Like he was even close to mall. Why didn't you just go to the mall, announce, yeah, I'm doing a fan meetup, announce it on his YouTube, announce it on the TikTok, and people are gonna show up.
I'm not going to wait for that light. No spamming the comments.
Is he going to Bob's? He wish he could go to Bob's.
this point, I'm running out of options. My resources are out of it. The hotel room resources, the fan meetup resources, everything has been used. I made a total of $40 for the fan meetup. The hotel room is $200. So I can't continue.
I mean, $40 isn't bad. It's 11 o'clock where I am at, but he's Mountain Time, right? So it's 9 o'clock where he's at. He should have like stayed there more, and make his money. $40 isn't bad. Like he said, he literally spent his money on shoes and pants.
At this time,
Should have thought about a hotel/motel room. All right, let's see. All right, so we have the white ring here. I'm gonna see what's up. Maybe I'll wait a minute or so, and maybe he'll be back, or maybe he won't be back. Who knows? But right now, Daniel Larson is out in the cold. Latest stream called Emergency with Bob, where he is waiting around, hoping to get some monies from some fan stan or a troll. So we shall see if that happens. Sometimes it does happen and he's good. Other times it doesn't go so well. Okay, so this actually did end. Emergency with Bob streamed 3 minutes ago. All right, people. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm gonna call it a night. If anything else comes up, I'm gonna be streaming here. I'm gonna be streaming Daniel Larson and making some Daniel Larson videos. I gotta compile a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll make a crazy March Daniel Larson video. I also gotta save a lot of this stuff because sometimes his channels will like go. So thank you for hanging out with me for almost 2 hours. Appreciate each and every one of you. I better get my booty to bed, and tomorrow is another day. Thanks once again, people. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, sweet, sweet dreams. Take care of you guys. Selves. Have a great one. See ya.